What is up, guys? It is AJB here, and I am with one of the up-and-coming YouTubers in the NHL community, and one of my personal favorites, Sully on Tap. So you want to say hi to Sully?
Hey, how's it going? And thanks for the kind intro.
Oh, no problem, man. I'm just speaking the truth here. So, oh, jeez. Okay, so what we came here to talk about for now, we're just gonna start with something, and then we'll probably get carried away onto something else. So I'm just gonna prepare for that. So let's say NHL 14. We'll start with one of the most anticipated game modes, which would be Live the Life. Were you disappointed? Are you now excited about it, or was that kind of just what you thought would happen?
um, it was sort of a mixed bag. I really felt like I felt like they were going to do more, but at the same time, I mean, you just go back and look at what EA's done with their Madden Be a Pro. I
That's
mean,
a great point.
they stay consistent. Like the Madden Be a Pro hasn't seen a huge jump in evolution, and so I mean, it's just disappointing. And then I think for them, NBA 2K introduced their My Player mode back in 2010, and I just thought if they were going to wait this whole time to finally bring in this, Live the Life mode, it would be a little bit more. There'd be a little bit more punch than what there was. So.
Yeah, personally, I thought they'd at least have some animations for like when they're doing things. I wasn't expecting like an open world like 2K13 for NBA, but I thought they'd at least give us a little something there. But looks like that was too much to ask for.
Yeah, I thought they'd at least give us like I was expecting like a little mini Pierre Maguire on ice that could like
Pierre
interview
Maguire,
you,
nice.
but no, they didn't give us that. And what's funny is before that trailer dropped, everyone in the community's like, "Oh, I'm gonna be doing Live the Life," and now it's
Exactly.
like no one's doing that now. I feel
Right,
like
which
no
is
one's gonna
so
do it.
stupid. Like, I really wish they'd act. The thing is, they don't have any competition, so they have no reason to keep improving and keep doing all this stuff, which is why I wish 2K should go keep making the games. But I was playing 2K7 yesterday, and it was more fun than NHL 13 Hut by a landslide. I played all 15 mini games, and I was just having a ball, man. It is absolutely insane how much fun those are. Like, if they could integrate at least a little bit of that stuff into NHL, I think they'd have a smash hit.
Oh, I know that has been so frustrating for me. Is I love 2K hockey. Like I thought it was more realistic, once you played with the sliders in the later years. But
Yeah,
2K7, 2K8 were solid years for hockey, and you just look like you could play those mini games online too. I believe I know with 2K5 you could. Um, and you can play those online with friends. You could do those party games. And you look at NHL, they can't even bring their anniversary, 94 mode on online. I mean, it's just like I just wish 2K would come back because um, competition breeds greatness. Like competition is what drives every business, and you're seeing what's happening with EA. It's all minimal improvements. I mean, it's the same thing
right.
with Call of Duty. Call of Duty owns the market, and they can do whatever they want because people will buy it. And we're sort of in the same boat. I mean, we have to buy hockey, NHL because we like playing hockey, and EA knows that, and I guess it is what it is.
Yeah, right. I mean, like even with like not even NBA, but MLB, I used to love playing baseball games, and I had a choice between the 2K, the show, like all those.
Okay, that works, yeah.
So let's continue on. Sorry about that interruption. So, jeez, you guys have no idea how many takes this took.
Mhm.
So let's go on. So what I wanted to talk about after Live the Life, and we already went on about NHL 14, is do you think they're going to make Actually, that's a really dumb question. I was going to say, do you think they're going to make 15 on the next gen, or are they just going to leave us on the Xbox to rot a little more?
Well, this is
So,
I've heard a lot of, you know, I watched the Cellcast, and a lot of the YouTubers on there were like up in arms, ready to pick at EA. And I think what a lot of people miss what they don't understand is that you know, EA waited a year to make the jump to this console, and they didn't
Right.
initially make the jump like 2K, and they ended up taking 2K out of business. And so, you know, I think every launch sports game is rushed with the new consoles. Like the Xbox had that problem. Xbox 360, like Madden
Yeah.
06 on the 360 was terrible. And you know, I just think people need to like wait too. And there's really no rush because, you know, I think with YouTube, it's best for us to wait because I think wherever the market goes, the majority, we should go too because
Right.
if you ask a person who has a YouTube channel and is on PlayStation 3 and NHL, it's probably rough pickings for views and just
Oh,
to
absolutely.
reach out to your subscribers. So I think just people need to chill and like just breathe a
Yeah.
little bit because everyone wants a rush to make a judgment on a console. So I mean, it'll be exciting. It'll be interesting to see what EA does with NHL because you know my thing with NHL. If you play it enough, you'll see how terrible the
Oh yeah.
gameplay is with NHL.
Believe me, with
Um,
500 wins. Oh
yeah,
jeez.
I mean, one of my I was thinking about this before we start chatting. Is I think programmers with hockey they need to stop programming for realism and they need to program
For fun.
for like yeah for cheesers and like not glitch but like you know like when there's traffic in front of the net they like do the circle and come around the slot
Oh
forehand and they'll
god,
shoot it
that's awful.
and I just wish programmers like why can't NHL release a patch where you know the goalie will lean you know blocker side because through all that traffic the odds that shooter's going to get the puck through all those legs to the glove is pretty glove size
Right.
pretty low so
I
I
heard
just
they're
wish they'd
fixing
do
goalie
that.
anticipation though, because I had this grief like during this game I saw too, because I would be on a backhand and the goalie would anticipate I was going to shoot backhand at a terrible angle, and then I just cross crease it and it'd be an easy goal. But goalies are supposed to anticipate better, and there's a fly in my house and I can't keep focus right now, but jeez. But yeah, I think they're going to make the goalies smarter, but then again, they're already like gods in this game. Like they can
yeah.
literally stop everything if they were in the right position. Like, have you seen like the Free Willy animation when he dives over and then he makes a miraculous
yeah.
save? That never
Yeah.
fails. Just really like I don't know. I just want to like
Yeah, I
throw
mean
my
that's
controller at my TV.
that's happened to me with like against Cam Ward and
Cam Ward sucks against me. Oh my goodness. How many
does
like
he
greasy
really?
goals I've scored against him is countless. Oh my goodness, Cam Ward.
I I just think like what frustrates me the most about EA is their lack of patching like it's just little things like on the face-offs. This has started to happen to me lately. That's really made me angry. Is that there's it's I don't know if it's you call it a glitch, but there's this tie-up, and what will happen is the two on the face-off in the middle of the ice, the two defensemen will like run into each other, and then
Exactly.
the center pushes you back, and you can't switch to the defenseman. And it's
Right.
every time,
It's
and
breakaway.
yeah, automatic
And then
every
backhand
time.
forehand and it's in.
yeah. yep.
Dude, you have no
Backhand.
idea. I had that scored 3 times against me yesterday. Exact same thing you're talking about. And I literally was one click away from quitting the game, and then I realized I need to get some pucks here.
yeah, I mean, and the worst part is it's on the push when the center pushes you up or down depending on your camera angle,
Right.
and the two defensemen like run into each other like Dumb and Dumber, and then the winger just picks it up and goes down the ice, and you're right,
Yeah,
like
the defensemen
backhand,
also,
forehand.
they like push up, and then you have to skate
Yeah.
backwards, which takes a second. And then by the
Yep.
time that's already there, he's already done the leg kick, and he just has to finish the job.
yeah. And the worst part is like you can at least for me, I don't know if this is for you, but I can't switch off my center until like their center's done pushing me like back until that animation's played out. And
For
so
me,
I
it's
can't
not
even
even that, but like the defensemen are already so freaking screwed. Like it doesn't even
yeah.
it's not even worth
Yeah.
trying. I just go for the goaltender control.
Yeah, that's what I've started to do. I'm just like, screw leaving up to the goalie with forehand, backhand. I mean,
Right.
talk about anticipation. Like, how does the... I mean, why don't they patch that? Like, how can they not patch the backhand, forehand? Like,
I mean,
I just...
honestly, I think it's realistic that you're able to score easily on a breakaway, but in real NHL, people shoot on breakaways. They don't do that. They don't really deke unless they're like Malkin or Datsuk or anything. They really can't do that. And then I see freaking Ryan Malone do the backhand forehand, and he starts selling like a beast. I'm like, this is so realistic right here.
Yeah, that's, you know, it's so weird because, like, in real hockey, most of it is, like, greasy goals, like
Yeah.
rebounds or poking it in. And, I mean, it's just like you don't see that many dangles in real life
No, you
hockey. That's why
don't.
they make the highlights, you know?
The thing is, like, I always see it. It's low glove on most breakaways. People shoot. That's what people do.
Yeah.
They either go low glove, low blocker, 5-hole, maybe. If you're like if you're against Brizgalov, that's what you'll do. But
Yeah, like
usually just
very
glove high or blocker low, and they usually go in because the goalie has his glove so high. And you just go just lower that, and you won't be able to get
yeah.
it. But goalies are freaking beasts in this game, so it's impossible to shoot on them unless you're like in the slot, top shelf with like someone that has a really hard shot, like
Yeah.
Perry or Neal.
Yeah, it's so frustrating and that's why I wish they treat it like COD almost. It's just like, you know, patch the cheese and don't focus, at least online, and don't focus on, like, simulation. Because another thing that frustrates me so much is, you know, they stress realism in these, you know, commercials and hyping up the game. But,
Yeah.
like, I
That's
hate
not what's fun.
how, yeah, and I hate how, like, you can hold LB and block, like, a Zdeno Chara clapper from the point, and he's,
Yeah.
like, not injured, not anything. He just
Dude,
gets
one
up.
time someone took a puck in the face from Chara and he grabbed his head and then he just skates on and nails Chara and knocks him over. I'm like, really? Yeah. Is this how your game works? Like, is this Realism 2.0 right here? Is that your new engine? Like, if someone takes
I,
a puck to the face, they should be down. I'm sorry.
yeah, like, and the thing is, they haven't addressed LB. You can hold that LB to block any shot, and he's perfectly fine. I've never seen a guy
Mm-hmm.
get injured
No.
on blocking that kind of shot.
Oh, speaking of LB, how about we go right around the corner with the poke check? Holy
Oh.
jeez. Dude, oh my goodness. I was playing this one guy. He was a robot. He didn't miss one poke check. I got 5 shots that game, and the only way I was able to win was a backhand forehand, and I won the game like 1-0. Like, it was just awful. Like, people are so good at poke check abusing. And then one time I faced this guy. His team, I swear, there wasn't a person under 6'3", and they would just poke check so bad. Oh my goodness. Like, he'd be at the hash marks, and he'd poke check me from the blue. It just didn't work. Not fun.
What I hate is, like, the poke check is it's really bad, and this is what I hate the most with the poke check. When you deke, this is what happens to me. Like, deking in NHL is you can't play defense against it because they're locked in animations, and so odds are if you try and poke check while they're deking, you'll get called for tripping.
Right, and you'll
And
get caught flat-footed if he doesn't.
yeah, and that's what I always hated is that they reward, you know, NHL is just like horse. I mean, it's really like who's going to come down and make, you know, the sort of the, not the cheese play, but it sort of is like horse because defense, I mean, it's not even realistic. Like, I just try and I play the shooting lane, and I know they're always going to go forehand.
Oh,
Like, no one
absolutely.
ever shoots backhand in the slot, you
You
know,
guys
so.
better see my well, honestly, you're gonna see a game I play, you know how X Tech NHL is doing his subscriber games now?
Yeah.
You're gonna see the game winner and man, you will take that back. Oh my god. That was the greasiest goal I'll ever score. That's just a prelude. That'll be up in a few days, I think, but yeah, that's a real beauty.
But I wish they would I wish they would address that, you know, make it more realistic. I mean,
Right.
it's just frustrating how you look at you look how far FIFA's come, and then you look at NHL, and I mean they made strides, but like let's be honest, top performance skating is just speed burst worded differently and advertised
Right.
differently.
And
And
2K had that in 2007.
yeah, and I don't know, like I miss 2K7, like they had that cinematic presentation
Yeah.
style,
And
like
especially like when they were walking in the locker room, like the coach,
yeah,
like all that stuff. That is awesome. Like, why don't they include that?
yeah, it's I don't know, it's sad. And you think about, I mean, you look at just look at how you look at Hut, and I think Hut is great, but I don't think they should shoot for realism when it comes to these cards, because once you
No.
get up there, I'm sure you're going to face, all I face now is like Gretzky, Crosby, Datsuk,
Exactly.
every line. And
Who
I
has the
think,
salary for that team?
yeah, like that's that's what I don't understand is like I was shocked because when they earlier in the years when they introduced Hut, the salary was like really strict, but now it's like they just blew open the can and it's like you can have all stars and legends and
Right. There's no
there's no
cap.
salary. Yeah. I
Like there's
mean,
some people who have like 40K salary. Good luck with that because you'll get ice tilted. But the thing
yeah.
is, like, it's just so terrible. Because one time I was playing with my I'm obviously a Sabres fan since I live in Buffalo, unfortunately. But I decided to do the Rochester Americans team. That's a three-star team.
Yeah.
Okay, I get matchmaking. This is another grief I have is matchmaking. This guy has Ovechkin, Datsuk, Crosby on his first line. And my first line, Cody McCormick, Marcus Foligno, and Luke Adam. So that was a fun time. Like Ice Tilt can't even save me there. I lost like 4-2. I got some real cheesers though with Luke Adam. He's a sniper apparently. It's just really funny, but oh
I
jeez.
I just wish for Hut. I think what they need to do is like what makes they need to make the other cards more attractive, because what makes FIFA Hut so much fun to people is there are leagues that are all over across the world that are just as competitive as the European leagues. And
Yeah.
with hockey, it's different because the NHL dominates hockey, and I think I think they should get away from ratings. And almost, I don't know if you played this game, but have you heard of All Pro Football 2K8?
I actually have.
You okay? So I think they should go like that route. Give players abilities, like make the Russians like have them lean towards more of a dangle speed type.
Yeah, that'd be
As a
interesting.
yeah, because I think the problem is that or they should bump down the salary cap dramatically,
Yeah.
because it gets tiring, man, playing the same old like OV Crosby, the lines, and like Chara's on every back end for defense. I mean, I just think that's why people lose interest in the mode, is because
Yeah.
it's a lot of cheese
And
a lot of times.
everyone has like skaters above 92 in my opinion. Like
Yeah.
everyone just rocks the fast guys. And the sad thing is the hitters can't keep up with them. That's the big thing
Yeah.
with me. There's no balance. It's all speed and you can't hit them because they're going so fast and like you know about the dud hits that they have. Like you see John
Oh
Scott
yeah.
going up on Kane and then Kane will just power through it and snipe one. Like I just don't get it.
Yeah, like the hitting is, I mean, I pick guys who like have 86 in hitting, but you would never know it when you actually go to hit someone.
Right.
And I just, yeah, it's so frustrating because speed is the dominant rating. I
That's all
mean,
there is. That's all you need.
that's yeah, that's the only stat that matters. And it's weird because um, there's not balance. You're right. Like they don't sacrifice speed for dangles. They're like
Right.
one and the same almost, and I mean, it's so frustrating. And then because they don't really give you tools to combat that on defense. You
Right.
pretty
They
much have
really
to
don't.
stand there.
And the thing is,
So
I really like the Ryan Clough, but he has 80 skating. So I got the Clough Star of the Week. He has 83 skating, but here are his offensive stats. 89 shot, 88 hands, I believe, 91 checking, and then mid 80s on defense. And I got him for 9K. No one wants this guy. and he's just so slow. And when I play with him, he can't even use it. He just gets caught up or
Yeah.
he gets poke checked. He just has such good stats, but he can't even use them because of all these fast guys in the poke checks.
Yeah, I mean, I do that. I do the same thing. Like I try and get guys who have good hands, a good shot, and can play defense well. But I mean, it's useless. Like speed is the
Speed's all you
almighty
need.
god factor. Yeah. So I don't know what they're going to do. They still haven't announced anything for Hut. As
No,
of when we're
they said it's coming up soon, but we know what that means,
more text boxes in a trailer. That's what we
right?
can expect.
Oh,
So
jeez. So,
yeah.
this has already ran 27 minutes, so I think we're gonna have to call it a wrap here. So,
Yeah.
thank you very much, guys. Sully on Tap's channel will be in the description. He's really a great guy, great YouTuber. I think he adds a very interesting quality to the community. He has a lot of soul, personality, which I really appreciate. So, do me a favor and check him out. He's only at what are you at? 300 about?
No, I hit 223 last night. So
Alright, so let's see if we can get this guy up to 250. I think that'll be a nice
yeah.
challenge for him. So, thank you guys for watching. Please check out Sully on Tap's channel. He really is. It's a bit win for you, it's a win for me, it's a win for him. He gets more subscribers, we both get more YouTube money. No, I'm just kidding. but, but yeah, it makes me happy, and he'll be happy, and you'll get good quality content when you subscribe from him. He's not just doing giveaways and stuff. He actually has a lot to offer you guys. So, any last words, Sully?
No, I just say thanks for having me on the channel, and I definitely, when it comes to Hut, like you were the guy who is out there far and above all these other jokers talking about how the Hut market was falling, and I don't know, I appreciate that you're ahead of the curve, and like you don't go around sucking up to other YouTubers for shout outs.
Appreciate it, man. Well, yeah, that's all the time we have, guys. Thanks for watching. Again, please check out Sully. Great guy, a lot to offer, and I'll talk to you guys later. Have a good one.